My castaway this week is a rock musician. As the flamboyant keyboard player of the group Roxy Music, he achieved huge popular success. But at the height of his fame, he gave up the world of wigs, gigs and adoring fans to experiment with electronic music. Now widely admired for the way in which he revolutionised background music in airports and supermarkets, he's become the intellectual guru of the rock world.
Roger. Let me tell you a little bit about the ride.
John, this is Houston. If there's nothing startling to report about the ride, we'd rather hold off.
What we haven't done as progressives is to think about how we can tell not a cynical but a positive story. If we told a story in the right way, together, we could catapult all of these very interesting positive developments into a new story that we all share and that excites us.
Part of that is saying there's already some good news. We already are globally governing quite a few things. I mean, actually, I'm sure, I must make a list one day, but there are loads of UN committees, and some of them are very effective.
Yes.
In fact, I just wrote a little article about the European Rail Harmonisation Committee, which is exactly the kind of committee I like to find out about. A lot of the things we like are the result of global governance of some sort or another, and we want more of it. To me, that seems like a very exciting project. You know, it's the beginning of a real 21st century world. The world of the future, the world that science fiction writers might have written about 50 years ago, when they always describe planets as though they're single entities.
If we're going to have a positive vision of how we go forward into the future, I wonder what contribution artists can make.
What artists do is that they celebrate and draw to attention philosophical ideas. If you see what I mean?
I do, yeah.
This is something that I'm just starting to think about with my own work. As I notice what it's doing for people, I'm thinking, I shouldn't think of this in the art context. I should think of this in the health context.
Yes, sure.
That's my new thought. So we were talking about this before with Bloom. What happens to people? They have a kind of experience which is something to do with calming down, changing the speed you're operating at, some kind of self-reflection.